That's what Japanese people say.
びっくりやな、ゲイ。あ、もう。
Today, what are we doing today? Well, actually, first, would you like to introduce yourself to the thousands of people that are going to see you?
Don't scare me, okay? I'm a video fright.
Sure, okay, but you're a YouTuber.
I just started my YouTube channel, which is Reach Japan. I think link.
I'll put a link.
Yeah.
Across,
Link is
I'm going to put
below,
it on your face.
Don't put it on my
I'm going to
face.
put it on your face.
But yeah, I'm still learning a lot.
And yeah, we thought it'd be interesting to make a video together.
Yeah.
About
relationships
in
yep.
Japan.
Japanese
Well, the difference.
style.
Right, so we'll start with Japan. You can be the home field, I'll be away. So let's start with asking someone to be your girlfriend or boyfriend. Well, what's like the typical way someone would ask you to be? Like, so let's say a boy approaches you. Okay. You are a girl, yes. If a boy approaches you and asks you to be his girlfriend, how does he say it? What does he do? Does he say it at all?
Guy always had to confession his feeling, right? Mm-hmm. But there's like a bunch of ways. Like the main one is you have to just after school, right? So there's a school and you guys go to the same school, and after all the class, the guy is kind of calling you like, hey, are you gonna come in? Then the girl is like, okay, so why I'm be calling, but yeah, we have a guess, right? And what happened? Okay. And then the girl enters, like goes to the place, and then the guy's there, and the guy's like, okay, so I have something to tell you, and like at this point, the girl kind of notice, right, what he wanna say, like. That so I think it happens because there is some mutual feelings or spark already. That's why she agrees to come.
Right,
so
yeah,
80% or 90% almost. Okay. Then the confession happens, and then
what do they normally say during confession?
Yeah, I like you.
Oh, okay. So it's very formal in Japan. Like, you make a big deal out of making a confession and like there being like a scene and you're like, oh, I like you.
So you have to verbalize.
Oh, okay. So that's very different to the UK because you don't have to do that.
Oh my god.
Like some people do, but there have been times where it's like unspoken. Like if you spend enough time with a girl and you two enjoy spending time with each other, you just, without saying it, you know that you like each other.
But how?
You just, I don't know, you just, yeah, well,
we
no,
don't
I like the Japanese way of doing it. You can hang out with a girl and go on like dates, I guess, for like 3-4 months, and then you could one day just say, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? And she'll say yes, because you know that you like each other.
So you just start dating even though you don't know
it's different for some people because like dating, I've never really done like dates before being someone's girlfriend. Like, I mean, maybe I have, but we never said, hey, would you like to go on a date? Or let's go on a date. We hang out like friends do. And then after, like 6 months of...
And then you gradually like...
Yeah, you just realise you like each other.
Before this confession happens, we never go on date. Of course, we
hang out.
Yeah, we hang out like group as a group. And then if there's a chance, of course, like hang out at the cafe or in a public place. We don't... Of course, go to each other's house in a place, and also no holding hands. Maybe it happens depending on how close they are already. Yeah. But we just see how we feel about each other.
That's so Japanese now that you've explained it.
But not until then. No, it's
because
not.
It's like you can't do anything before the confession.
Yeah, I'll say yes,
really
but
weird.
it really depends on person.
After the confession has happened, is that when they become boyfriend and girlfriend? If they both like each other?
Yeah, officially. If the confession happens...
So what, they just say like, I like you too, now they're dating?
Yeah, just go on, like officially.
No one says like, will you be my girlfriend, will you be my boyfriend? Is that not really a thing?
Simple and most common ways, I like you, so
is the
why not date?
Okay. Why not date?
Yeah, why not date?
So in the UK, at least in like high school, secondary school, sorry, people from it, you don't say, will you be my girlfriend? Or will you be my boyfriend? Do you know what you say? You say, will you go out with me? And if you're going out with someone, that means they're your boyfriend, girlfriend. So it's like, how long have you been going out with like, that means how long have you been their boyfriend or girlfriend? It might have changed now. I was in high school 10 years ago, I don't know. But when I was in high school, that's how, and like elementary school, that's how we would say it. Dates. What are like dates in Japan like? Like, what's the
normal one?
Well, yeah. So what do you do on a date in Japan? Like, what could be considered a date, or like, is there an order to things? Do boys are boys expected to do a certain thing on dates, like pay for things or whatever? Like
we have a rule on some like 3. So everything happens like 3 months. Every 3 months, first 3 months, okay. So we just officially became a couple, so we can do whatever we want officially. So we are very excited, and then we usually go outside like to watch a movie or just hang out at a cafe
normal
or
dates.
normal days. So nothing is special. I think.
Right, okay.
3 months like
so like 6
passes
months
without
after
any problems. You guys like, oh, maybe we can continue this relationship because
It's like a business transaction. The first 3 months you do normal dates like movies, cafe stuff. What can you do in the second 3 months that you couldn't do to begin with?
I don't know, like maybe kiss.
Well, you have to wait 3 months to kiss someone.
You have to wait, right? I just said
Do you
3 months,
actually?
but first day
Yeah,
you just seeing each other, like
hanging out.
how everything goes. And second day we already feel comfortable, so we can do more. Like how to say, like you can be as you are, right? Because you don't feel uncomfortable or you're not nervous at this point. And third time you can do whatever you want. Kids
Japanese dating is so weird. Well, Japanese like high school dating is really. So in the UK, I don't think there's no order. There's no threes or anything. It depends on the people. Like I've known people who on their first date have ended up like having sex or staying over each other's or whatever. And then I've known people who, in a very Japanese way, have dated for 2-3 months and haven't been like intimate. They haven't kissed or anything. And then they didn't wait until a certain amount of time, but they just wanted to make sure things were right, I guess. Now we're going to talk about what do you think typically Japanese girls like? Like, what do they look for in a guy, do you think?
Okay, so there's also 3 rules.
Oh, Jesus, okay. Right,
so
3 rules, let's go.
Okay, so first, good looking, right? So we say handsome, ikemen.
Okay.
And second, the tall guy.
Yeah, height. I know that's a big thing, yeah.
I don't like...
Wait, I think I can guess the third thing. Yeah, like money or like secure job.
So.
Yeah.
高収入, like high person who has a high salary or who has a high, how to say, good quality of education background. We call it 3K.
3K?
3K.
Right, go for it.
かっこいい高収入高身長だ。
Oh, okay.
高身長
Yeah.
高学歴. So actually 4.
Wait, what's the last one?
So かっこいい, right? So
Handsome.
I'll say 4K.
かっこいい handsome.
かっこいい handsome. 高身長 tall.
Tall.
高収入. You can the guy has a good salary.
Yeah.
And the last one is 高学歴, so has a higher education.
Oh, so like good university.
Yeah, like Tokyo University.
Well, you don't look for much, do you, Japanese guys? Let's pretend every Japanese guy has the 4Ks. What things do you think a girl looks for? So outside of education, handsome, like personality, what do you think they like?
Everyone says kind. We like kind person.
So I know. I've heard a thing. I don't know if it's true that like the smaller your face is, the better. Is that true?
I think it really depends on person's preference, but since like K-pop is so popular, like BTS or like Korean idol group is really popular among Japanese girls. So yeah, I'll say like small face, but like cute face. I'll say not like guy like masculine guy.
What are Western girls looking for?
Yeah, the guys.
So. I don't. If there are any Western girls are watching, I'm sorry if you do or do not come under this category. I'm speaking from my experience only. So when I was in school, like high school, college, and university, girls seemed to be attracted to. Honestly, it wasn't smart people, or even handsome people, or rich people. What they're attracted to is the confident people. And like the confident people in high school were all like assholes. Like they're all the people who like they didn't go to class. They would smoke and drink underage. Sorry boys, I'm not going to say anyone's names. I went to school with a lot of these people. Like the bad boys, Michael definitely. When I graduated from university, it changed a lot. Like I realized outside of university, because obviously there's a lot more people in the world, it changed a lot. Like there wasn't really like a general thing people looked for. Like as long as you were similar to Japanese people, as long as you were kind, quite good looking, then you were popular. Because I'm not trying to blow my own horn, but like at university, I didn't take care of myself. I was very nerdy, like greasy hair. I mean, I say this, look at this. This is a disaster right now. But, you know, I didn't take care of myself. I didn't like my diet. Everything was terrible. I didn't try to meet people. And then when I finished, because I was going to work, I had to be kind of presentable and like look better. And that changed things because, yeah, like I started meeting people, not many. I'm not like Playboy, that's not what I'm getting at. It changed because once you get out of university, it was as long as you were a good person, people seemed to be attracted to that.
The confidence matters, right?
Yeah. And like, it's just, it's a very different thing to Japan because I think in Japan, it's people usually take their time a lot with relationships. Like there's a kind of, like you said, the 3 months. In England, it's like, you're confident, let's date. Babies in marriage. When a relationship has progressed enough and then people decide they want to have kids. In Japan, how do people go about that? Like, because, I mean, there are a lot of, not underage, but there are a lot of young pregnancies in Japan. Like, I think it might be more than the UK, actually.
Yeah, really?
Well, like, the amount of, like, my students who, you know, they're 15, their mums are only, like, 10 years older than me, which means they had kids when they were, like, 19, 20.
What?
And I'm like, you know, that's. I mean, to me, that's crazy. But
to me as well.
And like, I have friends, not going to name anyone, in Japan who their parents, you know, were pregnant with them when they were 19, and then that's why they got married. With their mum and dad got married because they had a baby. It wasn't like necessarily out of love or out of this. It was they were like, oh, we're having a baby, we should get married before the baby's here.
We call it でき婚, できちゃった結婚,
Yeah.
Meaning, oh, we just got a baby, so we should get married.
That's, I mean, it happens in the UK as well. Like, by the time I'd finished university, I think most of them had babies.
What?
So I finished university when I was 22. Honestly, I think about 40% of the girls I went to
40%?
to high school, not high school, the girls I was in elementary school with were like mums, they had babies.
What?
Because my town again in the UK is it's a little bit rough, like it's not super safe and it's not a nice place to live, and most of the people there, they're kind of shitty people. Sorry guys.
But I heard like in the local area, like not in
rural
Tokyo,
places.
the very rural place like Fukuoka.
It's
like,
so high in rural places.
Yeah. Tohoku, or I don't know, like local places. I'll say that pregnancy rate gets higher.
It's a lot higher.
Yeah, youngers, you know, especially youngers, because there's nothing to do.
That's what my friend said. So there was a girl a while ago who I dated when I was in Japan, and she told me that her hometown, the pregnancy rate is so high because no one has anything to do, so that everyone's just having sex. Marriage in Japan is so different because I know quite a lot about this. So, because some of the like people I work with have got married since I've been at school, and you know I've seen a handful of them or whatever. I haven't been to a Japanese wedding, and correct me if I get anything wrong. Marriage in Japan is you go to like your ward office or city office, and you like and you sign a document. You do loads.
We do. We have.
That's it. Yeah. Well, it's like the ceremony thing is you can do it after, but when you actually get married, you go to the office and you do loads of paperwork, and then you get like a stamp, and that's it. Yeah.
So you have a coin.
That's so romantic. But some people in Japan will just go to the ward office, sign the paper, get married, and that's it. They don't have like a wedding.
Yeah.
They just get married. Whereas in the UK, you don't. I mean, you don't have to have a ceremony, but it's like most people do, and like even if you're not religious, you can still like have a ceremony. Just it doesn't have to be in a church. But weddings in the UK are like huge parties, hundreds of people, alcohol, dancing, karaoke, whatever, food. In Japan, they're not always like that, are they?
Yeah. I know. Like, actually, my mom and dad had a huge wedding party.
Yeah.
So literally invited all the friends or colleagues, just acquaintances. I don't know. So all the relatives, of course, and then. But the thing is, they have to pay a lot for the wedding place, and also they have to arrange like, okay, so we're gonna have 10, I don't know, like lots of tables, right? you know, my mom and dad had to think about the arrangement. Like, okay, this person should be here because this person is not getting along with this person.
Something in Japan about weddings that is also different, and this has happened to me and I didn't go because of it, is when you get invited to a wedding, you have to pay to go. You don't do that in the UK.
What?
The groom and the bride.
Present?
I mean, I've been to 4 weddings in the UK. I didn't pay for any of them. I mean, one of them was my dad, but like I've been to like my best friend's wedding and like a distant relative's wedding, and like you don't pay. Like the bride and the groom pay for everything, and like obviously you're expected to like bring a present or like money as a gift for like their honeymoon, but you don't pay for like the wedding. Whereas in Japan, like I got invited to a wedding and it was like, hey, we want you to come, but it's like 20,000 yen, which is like 160 quid or something.
Okay, celebration money.
Which to that, no, it makes sense because if you're going to invite like 100 people to your wedding and each person costs you like $200, it makes sense to ask them to pay because otherwise you just lose so much money. But yeah, in the UK, I think it's a lot more of a like, because weddings in the UK, and this is my opinion, this might be wrong, weddings in the UK are based around love. You ask someone to marry you because you love them, and you invite all your friends because they're important to you, and you want to see them. You want them to see you marrying the person you love. In Japan, weddings, getting married is more of a like, we're going to start a family, and you know, this is, you know, whatever. It's for different reasons, I think.
Business reasons.
Well, not. I mean, sometimes business, but because in the UK, marriages are atypically done because you love someone. It's not necessarily because you want to have children. That's the reason marriage in a church was made. It was so that you could have children and they were like real children.
Yeah, it's like really a business partner, you know.
It's literally like
you know, the lady, like guy and lady had the same life purpose. Let's say having a baby or I don't know, like doing this together, and if they agree on the same plan, there will be always, you know, the option to get married if they are dating.
So I don't know how much of what we said is actually going to be in the video because we spoke for about 50 minutes on lots of different topics. Hopefully there'll be some useful stuff in there for people who don't know much about either the West or Japan. But thank you for watching if you did. Yuri's channel is on her face.
No face here.
I'm going to put it on your face. If you would like to go and see her stuff, your most recent video was the Team Labs?
Yeah, I went Team Labs.
Team Labs. If you don't know what Team Labs is, go watch her video. It's awesome, it's amazing. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching if you did.
Bye bye. あ、考えないとね、あれもね。ヤッホーとバイバイの言うこととか。You know?
言うことなんだよね。
Yeah, well, I don't know why I talk to you always.
I mean, I can understand what you're saying apart from the last word.
Yeah, I want.
It's recording now.
え？it's a photo じゃないの?
No, it's recording. That's what the big red circle means.
あ、そうだよ。What?
I was talking about
Western girls find.
Western girls.
あ、ごめん。
I did the same thing.
Can you?
Yeah, but it's fine. I'm going to edit. You can say what you want. What are you going to say?
Let me fix my face.
That would have been really bad.
Let me fix my face and the hair.
Drinking alcohol.
Yeah, drinking alcohol.
It's a really bad idea.
But it's empty. I have a bit of tears.
I need you to clap.
Eh?
Because it's how we sync the video and the audio. So you have to...
No.
That's our sync, okay? Well, I mean, this is going to be weird because I'm a dude. Or I'm a boy. I'm a dude. I'm a boy, you're a girl.
Her Britannic Majesty